It's the final face-off before Election Day. Hear which topics are likely to fuel the debate and what our political director says will help determine tonight's winner. An Iowa man is making sure students have one less roadblock to learning. See his gift to his alma mater. Hear how it's inspiring others to take action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An incurable diagnosis with an agility treatment. How it's changing some Iowans' lives for the better by encouraging them to fight back.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. This is Channel 13 News at 6.
A new Quinnipiac University poll is out showing Hillary Clinton with a sizable lead in the race for the White House. Head-to-head with Donald Trump, Clinton has the support of 50% of U.S. voters compared to his 44%. But the candidates could shake those numbers up tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Winters. Aaron has the night off. In 2 hours, the third presidential debate of this season will begin. Here's a live look at the layout of the room at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Inside this hall, Trump will take the left podium. Clinton will be on the right side of your screen. The running mates know the stakes are high.
My prediction, Hillary's going to be very strong on the facts and the details and demonstrating knowledge. And I think she'll be what she was in the first two debates. She will be steady and calm, whatever Donald Trump tries to throw at her.
It's not exactly like it's a fair fight out there. You know, ever since I joined this campaign, it's just been amazing. It's like it's been 2-on-1 every day with the national media doing half of Hillary Clinton's work for her.
90 minutes tonight covering 6 different topics. They are the debt, the economy, the Supreme Court, immigration, foreign policy, and each nominee's fitness to serve as president. They're also going to get a chance to respond to each other. A Drake University professor says how they do that could make or break their performance.
A lot of people are really tired of the negativity. They're tired of what they see as a choice, really, that they don't want to make. So I think a lot of people are frustrated with the choices that they've been presented right now. They're frustrated with the tone of this election, and they've been frustrated with each of the 2 debates, largely because there hasn't been a lot of substance.
A record-breaking 84 million people watched the first debate, fewer for the second debate. No telling how many will tune in tonight. But we do know one man who will be. Political Director Dave Price joins us with a rundown of what you expect, Dave.
Hey, Dan, Professor Caulfield is so right about this. So many people are so sick of this presidential race. They just want it to end. Deleted emails, private moments, exposed sexual assault allegations. When can you remember a race that made so many people want to shield our kids so much from watching? Well, these 2 candidates obviously share much of the blame for these feelings in the public right now, but that'll be their backdrop for this third and final debate tonight in Las Vegas. So here are 3 questions from us. Number 1, Donald Trump. He's trailing bigger than ever in the national polls right now. Now, he claims he is now, in his words, unshackled. So how aggressive, how personal will he get tonight to try to knock Hillary Clinton off her game? Number 2, Hillary Clinton. Now that she has that bigger lead in the polls, will she try to rise above all of this bickering? This could be her moment to try to prove that she's qualified for the job and Trump isn't. However, she'll likely face some really tough questions, both from Trump and the moderator, about this latest round of WikiLeaks. Did somebody who worked for her State Department try to help her out later by striking a deal on those classified emails that she handled on her private email system run out of her house? Can be some tough questions for her. Finally, number 3, who's actually watching tonight? There's been huge interest in this campaign so far, but viewership has fallen from the first debate to the second one by about 20%. Now, we know the diehards, they'll watch tonight all 90 minutes, but how many of those people who have not made up their minds yet, or those who could still change their minds, how many of them will endure another 90 minutes of this back and forth? We know the first 180 minutes in those first 2 debates were already unbearable to watch for some people, and as you know, Dan, sports fans, those Cubs fans, they may have their eyes wandering on a different event tonight.
Naturally, of course, that game is going to draw a lot of people in. They may be doing picture-in-picture. I'm curious what you think, Dave. How much of this hinges on how much the moderator lets them go off and talk about the scandals that have arisen since the last debate.
Right, and that's where you get those moments. And remember, Dan, as you know, Chris Wallace, the moderator from Fox News, has already talked about that he doesn't think it's a moderator's job to do fact-checking. So we will see if the candidates will try to do that from each other's statements. Will they be their own fact-checkers, or will this whole thing just be a chance to get the jabs here? Really watch Trump, because he sees where those numbers are going, and his window is closing here to try to flip this. So this is his moment, these 90 minutes tonight, to really try to make an impression. We'll see how aggressive he is.
We'll catch up with you at 10. Thanks so
Sounds
much,
good.
Dave. You can cheer on, well, the Cubs or your choice of candidate at a Metro watch party tonight. Trump's campaign is holding theirs at Jethro's Barbecue and Bacon in West Des Moines. That starts in less than an hour. At 7:30, the Democrats will be gathering at Saints Pub in Des Moines. Former U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright will be on hand for that. The wife of the Democratic presidential nominee spent the day away from the TV screen, vice presidential nominee that is. Ann Holton talked with students about bullying at downtown Des Moines school today. The former Virginia Secretary of Education says this election has created tension within many classrooms.
Teachers who on a Friday afternoon assigned their children as an extra credit project to watch the debate, only to find out later that the debate was going to be a lot about some really sexually inappropriate language from one of the major candidates, and to have to figure out how to deal with that on Monday morning with their students.
Holton will be watching the debate in Davenport tonight. The U.S. Senate race will also make its way into Iowans' living rooms this evening. Republican incumbent Chuck Grassley and Democrat Patty Judge will face off in Sioux City. That is at Morningside College. It starts at 7 o'clock and it's going to be streamed live on our website. You can watch it at WHOTV.com. Some Iowa soldier firefighters have received their marching orders. They are in the 467th Engineer Detachment, heading to Europe for the next 9 months. The community bid them farewell with a ceremony today. It was bittersweet for Ashton Engelman, who's expecting her first baby while her husband's away.
My dad, he was in the military, and he went overseas for a long time, so I shouldn't say I'm used to it, but it's definitely something I've gone through before.
The baby's due March 7th. Her husband is hoping to be home on leave for the birth. Lee County has some new landscaping in the form of 7,500 flowers. As you can see, this was a large-scale effort. People going after a world record for largest number of people planting flower bulbs simultaneously. That's a real thing. Officials say more than 1,500 people were there, toppling the previous record of 850. They expect that victory to be made official by the end of this year. A Burlington man is giving back to the place that first taught him how to be generous. Jerry Fenton wrote a $700 check to Grimes Elementary School yesterday. That will go towards overdue lunch bills, totaling about $400 right now. The rest will remain for families who can't pay in the future. Fenton later posted about the act on Facebook, and he challenged others to pay it forward.
My mortgage is paid off. I've got a little in the bank. I'm not, a rich person, but I have some extra, and I thought, well, it's good. It's giving back to people.
It's been shared more than 1,000 times on Facebook. Chicago Cubs fans, you're probably one of them, crossing fingers tonight for a comeback in sports. See where they're falling short against the Dodgers and meet the LA star who's starting a World Series game before he's even old enough to drink.
There's nothing like this in Iowa, and the Parkinson's patients are looking for something new and fun and innovative and actually can help fight back against the disease.
A boxing legend battled Parkinson's disease for much of his life. See how some Iowans diagnosed with the same are fighting back by taking up his sport.
Another beautiful day here in central Iowa, and we have more to come. A lot of color out there. I hope you have a chance to go outside and enjoy. There's going to be a lot of opportunity with perfect temperatures almost all the way through the 7th.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. You're watching Channel 13 News at 6.